Welcome back to this segment where we're going to talk about developing a consistent, easy way of taking your capsules and tablets in Dr. Wallach's programs. Now, if you're just doing the Healthy Body Start Pack with the EFA Plus, you wouldn't probably need to do this, but if you're adding more capsules and tablets to your program, this has been a really good system that I have developed that I find makes it much easier to take my supplements, and especially on those mornings when I'm really especially busy, and I don't have time to get them all together. So if I pre-planned ahead of time, it's just a breeze. It makes it so easy. So let me give you an example. On one of the health packs that Dr. Wallach often recommends, because he calls it the biggest hammer of nutritional supplements, is called the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. And in this pack, you're going to have more capsules and soft gels and all that. So in the Healthy Start Pack, of course, you have the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the powder, the Beyond Osteo in a powder or a liquid, and then you have your EFA Plus, right? Okay, so but in the Brain and Heart Pack, you're adding additional essential fatty acids because you just need more, and then your Ultimate Selenium, which is a tremendous antioxidant, along with all the research and supporting prevention of certain types of cancer, helps with your immune system, all kinds of different things. So when you're adding some more capsules and tablets, having a system of organization makes it even easier. So if you're doing that, I just put together a few here. So I use little Dixie cups. Now, I bought these clear ones for you specifically so you could kind of see, but normally at home I just get those paper ones. So I've put in the Ultimate EFAs, which are the dark colored ones. So I'll prepare a little bit here. So I'll divide them in half because I do morning dose and evening dose. Now, I know a lot of people are doing this intermittent fasting, so they're eating later in the day. So if you're out and about, this is good to prepare ahead of time as well. And then I add the selenium. So I divide that 3 and 3. So 3 for my morning dose, 3 for my evening dose. And then the selenium. Now, if you're doing only 1 bottle of selenium, then you have 3 that you're going to be taking during the day. So you can divide that up. Let's say take 2 at your morning dose and then 1 at your evening dose, right? Now, sometimes it's going to be recommended that you take 2 bottles of these. So you're going to be doing 6 a day. And if you do that, then you're going to divide it between 3 in your morning dose and 3 in your evening dose. Or you could do, morning, noon, and evening, okay? It's up to you. It doesn't really matter what works best for you, okay? Now, I want to talk about, and then you're going to add your EFA Plus. So these are all part of the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. So you see how it works out conveniently to get ahead of the schedule, right? Now, sometimes I'll just do this in the mornings when I'm brewing my coffee. I'll put it together. But if I'm really on top of my game, I'll have my week prepared, or I'll just have maybe 3 or 4 days ahead of time prepared. So then if you're doing 1 bottle of the EFA Plus, then you're going to take 3. Remember what my little formula I told you about, where you're taking the number of capsules in the bottle, dividing that by 30, and that's what you take per day. So if you're doing the EFA Plus, 1 of those, then there's 90 capsules in there. You divide that by 30, that's 3 a day. Okay, so then I'm going to do 3 a day, so I'm going to divide that, and between, let's say for example, I'll just do 1 for my morning dose and 2 for my evening dose, and I'll divide that between my little cups. Okay, now, and so then you've got your set aside for the week, and I might just stack them and put them in a little container or something, maybe a little Tupperware container in my cabinet, and there they are. They're ready for the next 4 days, at least what I prepared for you here. Now, I do want to mention something. There are many people decide they want to add some additional supplements to their program. Like, for example, I talked to you about the Ultimate Glucogel, the 240 count. This is especially important for bone and joint issues, connective tissue, cartilage, osteoporosis, because it does support bone matrix and things of that nature. So if you're doing that and you're doing therapeutic dosing, the dosing that helps you kind of kickstart it and get things going quickly, then this is when it's really helpful preparing ahead like this, because you'll want to divide your dosing. And so if you're doing the what Dr. Wallach often recommends to get started, you'll do 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 for a morning dose, 2, 4, 6, 8 for an evening dose, and this so on and so forth. Now, this way, it's easy to take. Now, again, remember, this comes in liquid if you're not a big capsule person, or you could divide that between morning, noon, and evening if you don't like to take that many capsules all at once. I have to tell you, after you do this for a while, you can become a pro at it, right? Now, I do want to mention that some people do like to add the sweeties, because blood sugar issues are not just if you're a diabetic, right? It has blood sugar problems show up in a lot of different ways. Mood issues, a lot of fatigue, especially after you've eaten a meal. So many people elect to add sweeties into their supplement program because how critical key nutrients that are in this are for our daily diet. And then many people like to add enzymes to their program. So these are honestly better taken before a meal. So what I do is I just have a separate little container that I'll put in, I'll put 2 sweeties or 2 enzymes in each. Now some people need more. You may need more than just 2 before every meal. You might, 4 a day, you might need 6 a day, or 3 before a meal. So you kind of judge it. And then 2 sweeties here. Now, for some people, they need 2 bottles of this. But if you're only using 1 bottle, then you do 4 a day before your meals. If you need 2 bottles, then we'll space that out between your meals as well. And then what I do is I'll just stack them like this. So I have that right, and so before I have my meal, I'll just take these first, and then with my meal, I'll take the rest of my supplements. And that just makes it easy, and I'll stack those up in a little Tupperware thing and stick them in my cabinet, and they're all ready to go. Now, if you're traveling, one of the things that I have found really helpful is using these little snack-sized Ziploc bags, and I'll just put I will prepare my things. Now, again, this is if you're doing a lot more capsules. I'll put my mealtime capsules and soft gels, but then I've got one of these little ones that I buy. You can get them at any pharmacy or Walmart, any Walgreens, any pharmacy, and I will put my enzymes and my sweeties here, and I'll just put them in that little Ziploc bag, and that's one of my dosings for the day. And so when you have a system down, now again, this may be more elaborate than you want to do, but I'm just giving you some suggestions. And no doubt, many of you are far more creative than even I am. You probably can come up with even better systems, or you can buy these elaborate dispensers and things like that. So, you just be as creative as you want to be in getting organized and helping you be very consistent so that you can really develop that healthy glow and that vitality, and that you too can feel optimistic about getting older. So thanks for listening, and we're so excited for you in your journey to a happy, healthier life.